Good morning, everybody. I'm waiting on coffee, and then we will get this shit started. I just feel like ranting this morning. I feel extremely, dissatisfied with so many things. And I'm hyped on coffee. So, it's Saturday morning. I get up super early, so sitting here pondering some things and watching some things, and I was like, all right, fuck this. So there we go. 33 seconds in. Word fuck has already been displayed. There we go. Good morning. Let's see who's all up in here. This and that with Matt, Mad Chad, Hillbilly, Monique, Dusty, Random, Two Wolves, all of the early birds. Good morning, y'all. Exactly, Monique. So, I'm so squirrel this morning, so I apologize. I'm not really here to offend people and piss people off, but at the same time, if the shoe fits, so be it. Like, these are my opinions, these are my thoughts, and, I don't expect anybody to agree with them, support them, or anything like that. But at the same time, like, hey, milk. So, like I say, I'm going to grab my coffee here in a minute. I'm just waiting for it to get done making. This will be my third 32-ounce tumbler of coffee this morning. So, yeah. What's everyone up to this morning? The fact that my kids are being quiet is like an amazing thing, y'all. Like, legit. Hillbilly was on it this morning, y'all. Monique, I've been up since a little bit before 5 a.m. All animals have been taken care of. The ducks escaped their little deal. We're running all over the coop and whatnot, and yeah. Oh, it's raining. It's nice and cool here. The sky is kind of grayish, but all right. Hold on. I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to pour up my coffee. I will be right back. Y'all entertain yourselves for a few minutes before I entertain you. All right. That is quite possibly the most perfect cup of coffee this morning. Right on, Milkmaid. I've been transplanting seedlings. I've been doing, I did a video for my homestead channel, and there's something wrong when I go to record video with my laptop with my audio. So I may go ahead and upload it, even though the audio is all wonky. And I guess I'm going to have to earbud it when I do videos with my laptop, which I don't get because the audio on live streams is fine. But I was looking to see where like the mics are on my laptop, and they're up on the screen next to my camera. So, all right, so let's get into it. Again, I'm Squirrel. I'm all over the place. So piece it together as you can, or if you can, I don't know. Backwoods, be safe. Constitutional, good morning. Two wolves. I mean, I've been on YouTube since 2012. I mean, I was never active in any communities or obviously doing any content or any of that. It was all just for learning, you know. Oh, I want to know how to do this. Need to know, okay, you know, YouTube. And in the past 3 years, obviously, I've become active in chats and all of that. There's quite a few creators that I mean, I love their content, all of that. Nothing but respect, admiration, support, all that. But in the past 3 years, I see all of us, and this includes myself. So it's not like I'm trying to fucking single people out. I mean, this includes myself. I see us all doing just a shit ton of talking. And I think that's where I'm a doer. I like to plan things, of course, but I'm a doer. Talking gets you fucking nowhere, guys. And I guess, like I say, I'm Squirrel. I apologize, but not really. Talking only gets us so far. How many years are we going to keep discussing the same shit? How many years are we just going to essentially create our own little bubble like nobody can touch us? I know violence isn't for everyone. But I also know that talking will get us nowhere in the scheme of things. I also know moving different platforms or this or that doesn't do shit either. Oh, I got a strike on YouTube. Oh, this, that, and the other. And make another fucking account. Keep fucking going. Why are you going to let one platform silence you or make a big deal out of getting a strike for a fucking attention situation like you're a little fucking attention whore? Why don't you just keep going? Persistence. I get so tired of watching replays or watching live streams where it's recycled bullshit. It's the same shit that has been said for a year, for 2 years, for 3 years, for even longer. While we all sit here in the same fucking spot. While we're still stuck in the same fucking spot, you guys, like legitimately here. We're all in one way or another prepping, being more self-reliant, self-sufficient. We're all trying to figure out ways to be sustainable and this and that. But when it comes down to it, we are not untouchable, even if we are self-sufficient, even if we are prepping, even if we are getting shit together to be sustainable. We are not untouchable. And for every one of you who lives in a red state and thinks you guys are untouchable, hello, common sense, you are one election away from being in a blue state. I'm so tired of the talking. When are we actually going to start doing? When are we actually going to start getting together, not for socialization aspects, but to actually start fucking shit? To actually do, to actually make a change. Because I think we've all realized in these past several years that our vote and this, that, and the other doesn't do shit. So when are we actually going to make that step? When are we actually going to find our balls, each and every one of us, ladies, men, all y'all, and actually fucking start doing shit? Because this talking and, oh, we've got grievances against, you know, this area of the government and that area of the government and the president and our state, our local. I mean, what is it for? What is it for? What, just to fucking get attention? Just to fucking run your mouth? Just to have something to say? Just for a socialization aspect of getting on YouTube and fucking rehashing the same bullshit? Like, I know I am going to get deemed for this live. I know I will. I could give 2 fucks less. I don't give a fuck. YouTube wants to shut me down? Well, I'll make another account. I will come back. I'm not going to another platform. I'm not doing this or that. I'm here. This is where I found people who have the same mindset, the same wants, needs, hopes, dreams. But I am like so thoroughly just done with hearing everybody fucking rehash the same shit, but actually not do shit. Milkmaid, I agree 100%. Change happened over decades. Changing, it will take decades to get it back. Changing mindset, preparing the Black Pill event. The Republic fell a long time ago. Milkmaid, 100%. But when are we going to start taking those steps to get it back? I think we all have talked about it for years, and we've all explored different ideas. Here go my cats. My cats are having a fucking fight in the kitchen. Sorry, I went squirrel. We all have been talking about this for years, exploring different options, different ways of doing stuff, all of that, as far as getting it back. We all talk about so much as far as, the other side, or those, I'm just going to say it plainly. I mean, those that are literally our enemies. They are against us. They aren't for us. They aren't with us. They are against us. Call them liberals, call them whatever you want, call them the other half of the population, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I don't care. Damn it, now I lost it. See, here I go, squirrel. Too much coffee. Yes, Ohio. I've never been one to really give a shit about how many are against me, for me, whatever. I try to look at things objectively. I try to weigh pros and cons. But at the same time, I have a hard time being stuck in place. Nobody better be blocking hillbillies. Hold on, hillbilly. I'm going to make you a mod. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me open my phone. I think, or wait, you know what? I might be able to open up another tab. Just a second, hillbilly. I got you. Okay, hold on. I got to mute this. All right. All right. You should be good, hillbilly. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me close that window. Okay. Sorry, I went so squirrel with all that. Give me a moment. Let me get myself fucking back. I'm just tired of the talking. There's so many great people in this community that have brilliant, and I mean, some of the creators that I have spoken with and had conversations with, I'm talking just brilliant fucking ideas. But what good is a brilliant idea if you don't put it into play? Are you telling me that the majority of the YouTube community, especially our community, you guys all know who I'm talking about, are little fucking scaredy fucking bitches? Is that what it comes down to? Are people too scared to actually put themselves out there and make a fucking stand? Are you actually that afraid of the government? Are you that afraid of the law? Are you just all talk, no walk? Is that what it comes down to? Because, like, legitimately, and like I say, there's instances where I'm the same. You cannot have the great change without sacrifice. So essentially what I'm seeing is everybody who talks a good game, has great ideas, feels, commiserates, same way I do, but does not have the balls to make a fucking stand, whether they're by themselves or with people standing by them. Is that what it comes down to? And all this talk of our forefathers and this and that, y'all, our forefathers are rolling over in their fucking graves, like point blank. You talk about weak individuals in this country. Unfortunately, all of us, myself included, have weak tendencies because all we do is sit here and talk. We don't take any steps. We've tried the voting thing. Where did that get us? Fucking absolutely nowhere. And again, all you that live in red states, oh, well, man, fuck that. It's a bunch of bullshit. Red, blue, purple, it doesn't fucking matter. You think any of them are for us? Fuck no. What it comes down to, and I kind of, just kind of make a comparison here, is either we're going to fight to preserve our way of life, our thoughts, our beliefs, or we're just going to sit here and we're just going to talk about it. Because it gives us something to bitch about, something to get on the fucking channels and, commiserate and inflate each other's fucking egos. And that's it. I'm so tired of talking. Let's do. Don't be fucking scared. Because that's what I see. A bunch of weak ass fucking individuals. And I know a lot of us don't even know how to set out to start doing something about it. Milkmaid, yes. We have to remember that we are part of the instant gratification generations. Playing the long game is going to be key for long-term success. Willingness to sacrifice now, even in ways. Yes, I agree. But unless we start playing this long game and actually putting cogs into motion, we're no better off than we have been. Like I say, I get to the point where I know what I'm doing, and then I really start thinking about what I'm doing. Okay. I'm like, you know what? I can't change anything. So fuck this. I'm going to build my own little fucking nook here. And then I really start thinking about that. Okay. Yeah. Becoming more self-reliant, self-sufficient, sustainable, getting this homestead going, starting with my poultry, all of this. And then it really, really starts to grate on me because I'm thinking, you know what? Everything that I'm fucking doing, I'm not untouchable. I may live way out in the sticks. I may live at the foothills of the Blue Mountains. I may have this whole little fucking great little homestead going for me. I am not fucking untouchable. And me even building my homestead isn't going to change the narrative, isn't going to change our country, isn't going to change shit, except give me the delusion that I've got fucking something that nobody can take away from me. Milkmaid, Native, Ronan, everybody coming in. I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to get these thoughts out because I don't want to become a bitter individual. I'm usually a very happy, outgoing, person, but like this shit just grates on my nerves. Because like I say, there are so many of us in this community that are fucking brilliant, that have fucking ideas that could really fucking make a change, that could really rally people together. Yes, long game status as far as rallying folks together and what needs to be done. But at the same time, if all we're doing is talking about it and not actually fucking doing, we are fucked. There's no other way about it. We're completely and utterly fucked. I think one of the biggest things that I've realized in the past few months is that those of us who do feel the way we do, who are gardening and homesteading and all of that, we are under the microscope way more than the everyday Joe Schmo who lives in the city, feels the same way we do, contributes here and there on YouTube and chats. But those of us who actually put ourselves out there and who are actually doing the goddamn things, excuse my language, if you're offended, then get the fuck out. I just lost what I was going to say. I'm sorry, you guys. I just get to the point where I get so dissatisfied and I see things and again, I see brilliance and I see brilliance. I see things that can really fucking work. I see things that can really fucking change this country. And all it takes is a stand. And if we don't start collectively getting together to make said stand, then we will be another generation that if this continues on, that our kids will look back at, our grandkids, and be like, well, why didn't my mom, why didn't my grandparents fucking put a stop to this? Why didn't they try something, anything? Are we that afraid of death? Are we that afraid of sacrificing everything that makes us up? Is that what it comes down to? We're little bitches? Like legit. Death is imminent for all of us. We may not know when. But at the same time, like, is that really what gets people to tuck their tail? Is the fact that if we do go to war, we do start a fight, that we're going to die? Is that what it comes down to? If we want to preserve our way of life, if we want to preserve anything that is near and dear to our heart, you will have to fight for it. And when I say fight for it, I don't mean an argument. I don't mean a vote. I mean bloodshed. Because let's face it, y'all, that's where we're at. The generations before us didn't do shit. They may have tried here and there, but consistently since America was founded, we have been on a downhill roll. I want to say maybe the first few years of America being established, yeah, things were, getting established. And then it started going fucking downhill. And each and every generation has contributed to where we're at now. So either we're going to sit here and we're going to bury our heads in the fucking sand and we're going to be like, all right, well, we're just going to do this over here. Like we're like completely off the radar and we're going to build our own little fucking, oh my God, we're going to build our own little fucking, this, that, and the other, and nobody's going to be able to touch us. Are you that daft? I look at my kids every day and I pray every night that if there be trouble, that it happens soon, now, so that maybe my children, maybe my grandchildren, maybe my great-grandchildren can live in some sort of peace. But it can't be done one person by themselves. Milkmaid, get them seeds in, babe. It's important. Sorry, you guys. I went squirrel. I need some more coffee. I need to smoke, but my turkey's going off outside. Ohio has, hold on, Ronan. If the generations coming up are soft, it's our own fault as parents. Stop passing the buck. Exactly. Ohio has a question for everybody in the community. Thoughts on community gardens? Is it helping the lazy or doing a part to help offset the destruction of our farmlands? Sound off in chat, y'all. Like I say, I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm not like, but I'm just calling shit out as I see it. We all love this community and we all get some form of entertainment. But I personally, for me, I feel like the majority of everything that has taken place within our little community, at least in the past year, I mean, you could reach and say longer than that, has been strictly entertainment. While there's been brilliant ideas and there's been plans and all of this and so much talk, there has been no go. There's been none. Hi, PA. So, I mean, it's not so much a question of I'm asking when do we make a stand? Don't y'all think it's time to start planning? Don't y'all think that some of these get-togethers where everyone's rubbing fucking elbows should start being shit that we're actually fucking setting some shit in motion? Don't get me wrong. I love the get-togethers. I love meeting everybody and putting names to faces, and it's a beautiful fucking thing. We're making connections for the what if, well, for the when rather. Native, I'm having an issue with turkeys right now, to be honest with you. I'm tired of sitting and waiting, you guys. I'm tired of building a homestead and doing all this. And then that little voice in the back of my head is like, you're not untouchable. You can be taken away all in a fucking blink of an eye. If any of you want to be like our forefathers or any of that, then I think that maybe it's time to stop just fucking talking and actually start doing. Because believe it or not, you will have solid motherfuckers who will ride with you. Native, if I'm completely honest with you, we need to start planning. We need to all of those with the brilliant ideas of how we can make the changes that need to be made for all of us to preserve our way of lives and our everything, to preserve ourselves, to preserve our lives. We need to start planning a course of action. Is that not what our forefathers did? It's not like our forefathers woke up one day and was like, well, here we go. Bam. No. But if we don't start playing this long game, then that long game is going to play us and we will end up fucked. And that's what it comes down to, is either we are going to stop just all of this entertainment and bullshit and we're actually going to get down to the brass tacks of, okay, collectively, when everybody says, oh, it's not one big army, it's a million little armies. Well, when does our little army start? Because I don't see no little army starting. I see a whole bunch of fucking ideas being thrown around, a whole bunch of shit being talked, but actually nothing being done. We're going to keep it up fucking around, and there's going to be no time to make a million little armies or any kind of fucking fight. It will come a time to where either you will comply or die. Constitutional, I agree. But at the same time, you're building skills because it can and very well may be taken away, but they can't take away the knowledge you have gained to rebuild. No, but they can take away every motherfucking thing else. They can paint us so hard into a corner that we won't even be able to turn around. And it's coming quick. And we see that every day with all the shit that happens behind the scenes, all those little tiny snippets of news that you hear about one time and then boom, it's gone. The new currency, all these different alliances being made between countries, all this bullshit, and then factor in all the distraction. As soon as all this shit really kicked up, especially, I want to say, especially this last year, I stopped watching TV. I stopped watching the news. I stopped all of it. Because I knew that it was all just going to turn me around in a motherfucking circle. I knew it was just going to piss me off. It was going to get me so turned upside down and down rabbit holes trying to figure out what the hell the truth was. The truth is our way of life, America, America's beliefs, liberty, freedom. It's been under attack for a long ass time. And how lucky are we to have the internet, even just for now, to where we can have these connections. And I don't give a fuck if YouTube fucking dings me. I don't give a fuck about any of it because I'll keep coming back. I'll keep fighting. I'll keep connecting because shit needs to get done. But then should the mindset shift if you don't have... Well, hillbilly, you're preserving your way of life. The future generations. I mean, you may not have children, but at the same time, like I have children. I know a lot of people in the community have children. But hillbilly, you're preserving your way of life. And I don't know if you have nieces or nephews or your wife or, what else. The future generations. But I think our futures matter too. Don't get me wrong. Without the future generations, America won't go on. And of course, but doesn't our future matter too? Doesn't our quality of life, our future, doesn't it matter? Good morning, Allison. That's what I'm saying to wolves. We have to start physically doing stuff. And are we going to be even under more scrutiny? Are ABC going to get involved and maybe look at us and, may we have, is there the possibility of knocks on the door and this and that? Of course there are. But either it's worth it to you and you're legit about it, or it's not worth it to you and you're a scared little bitch. And so you're just going to keep fucking running your mouth and talking about all the issues and, being dissatisfied, or you're going to be like, well, it's worth it. It's fucking worth it. I think everybody's future matters and everybody's children and their hopes and their dreams. But I think above all of that, I think that our freedom matters. And I don't know that any of us really know what true freedom is because we have always grown up, all of us, everybody in chat, even the old timers who come into chat. I don't think we know what freedom really is. Because literally America was its most free in those first few years it was established. That was the freedom. And I think that's something that we all want to experience. But I think so many will not sacrifice their time, their blood, sweat, tears. You will have to sacrifice everything. And I think to some, it's not worth it. So they talk about it because it sounds great and it looks great and they can commiserate with others. 100%. I think we all want to experience true freedom because we have never experienced true freedom. Not us, not our parents, not our grandparents. Yeah, but two wolves, I don't think we do know what true freedom is. I really don't. We push and we fight to keep the basic freedoms that there again have restraints on them. I don't think any of us know what true freedom is, but we've read about it, and from history and knowledge and stuff passed down, we've heard about true freedom and we really want to attain it. But I think on the other side of that coin, there's a lot of fear in how to go about attaining that, because in the pursuit of attaining that true freedom, you can lose your life and you won't get to experience that true freedom. So how many are actually that selfless to put their life on the line to attain that true freedom? Because we can talk about it all day until we're blue in the face, and we can commiserate and we can rub elbows and we can be like, damn, yes, I feel the same way. I'm right there with you. I got your back. I support you 100%. And for a lot, that's where it ends. To take the actual steps to get there is not going to be pretty. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's going to take everything from you. Are you willing to give it all up? I think that's the question people need to answer or ponder. Our government was never meant to be as big as it was, or as big as it is, excuse me. However, through the generations, it's been allowed to grow and to supersede everything. Hey, Mad Shad. All right, my kids are getting loud. I'm going to step outside and have a smoke. I apologize. You guys are going to hear my turkey sound off, so give me all the coffee. All right, give me. Oh. My 7-year-old is building her best homestead life in Minecraft right now. So, here we go.
I got 2.
Okay.
I got 2. I'm really lucky. Got 2.
All right. So yeah, I just wanted to rant to y'all. Whoa. I almost ended the live by accident. I agree 100% Native. I'm just ready. I'm just ready. I think the time has already come and passed for all of us talking a good talk and doing all that. Now I think it's time to really put the footwork in. I think it's time. I think it's time to really start getting down, like I say, to the brass tacks and really start getting shit together. Because otherwise, America will fall. Everything that we've worked for. Hi, Thomas. All of it. All of it will be gone in the blink of an eye. The corruption will continue. All of it will, you guys. So either we can sit here and we can bitch about the next topic of whatever comes down the fucking sludge way, or we can really start. Thomas is for it if you guys can't tell. Good morning, Joe. I mean, I grew up in California all my life, you guys. And you guys know how bad California is. But I mean, I don't think the realization of how bad all right, Thomas. I don't think the realization of how bad California is really dawned on me until I became an adult. And by adult, I mean in my 20s. Now I forgot where I was going with that. Anyways, growing up in California, seeing the corruption, seeing how things play out in California is such a different ballgame. I won't defend California in any sort of way, but I don't think you can judge California unless you've lived there. California is a whole different ballgame. Like, California is fucking ruthless. And it is terrible and it is awful. And then, though I've never lived in New York, I've been to New York, but I've never lived there. I hear New York is the same. So you have both coasts that are essentially shit shows of complete and utter terribleness that a lot of you have never seen. When I moved out here to Pennsylvania, just the trip across the United States from Southern California to South Central Pennsylvania, there is so much beauty. There is so much beauty to be seen. There is so much beauty that should be preserved. Even just here in Pennsylvania is so different. There's farms everywhere, and I mean, there's hobby farms, there's big farms. You've got the Amish, you've got the Mennonite. I mean, it is spectacular. But then you realize that all of that is under attack. All of that they want to do away with. And I don't believe there's any perfect place we can live to make this happen. I don't believe living on the West Coast makes you, or middle America or any of that bullshit. I agree, Mad Shad. Sorry. Like I say, you guys, at the beginning of the stream, I'm Squirrel. I'm all over the place. I'm touching on different things. I'm riled up. No, I fucking totally agree, Mad Shad. It's important not to show intent of commitment until the moment of action. But my thing is there's no commitment or talks behind the scenes through mail. However, I mean, no matter what, you guys, everything can be fucking monitored. Everything from these streams to websites to text message, phone calls, even the fucking mail. I mean, no matter what, it all can be fucking like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But evidently to a lot of us, and like I say, I'm grouping myself in this too. I'm not trying to rag on any fucking buddy. When do we make the choice or the commitment to be like, well, it doesn't matter if they monitor it. I don't give a fuck if they know what I'm trying to do. Because there is no hiding. If it wanted to be done under the cover of darkness or fucking in the shade or however you want to put it, it should have been done decades and decades ago. Exactly, Native. Again. Right, Thomas? When do we decide that it's all worth it? When do we decide that we're not going to be scared if somebody knocks at our door from one of the ABCs? When do we decide that we're not scared? When do we decide that it's all worth it? Even if by some act, plan, thought, commitment, whatever the fuck you want to put it, is worth it. If it's not worth the sacrifice, then what are we doing? Because again, I am so dissatisfied and so fucking tired of just hearing the same recycled bullshit. I'm so fucking tired of it. To the point where people will talk seriously about things and it becomes just a level of entertainment. There's time and place for entertainment. I think in our community, there's also a time and place to fucking be serious and let's fucking get shit done. I don't agree with any government tools. And maybe I'm going to fucking say it. Maybe I'm too extreme. I have no faith. I'm sorry. I have no faith in local government, state government, township, borough, none of it. I have no faith in any of it. And that's why I say, when are we going to collectively get together and start planning shit to attain that dangerous, true freedom? Because it legitimately does not matter where you live, what color state you live in. It's all the same. I should have brought out more cigarettes. I will be back, Thomas. I would much rather try and epically fail and sacrifice it all. And my children, especially my children, hold on. You're fine, son. I'm grabbing some smokes. And especially my children know. I don't care if anybody else knows. It's not for glory. It's not for anything. At least my children would know My fucking mom stood up. My mom tried. Because when it comes down to it, that's what it's for. The preservation of life. Mm-hmm. And see, that's the thing. You try standing up local or doing anything local. Some will succeed, but the vast majority will fail. I don't think a lot of people have come to the realization that local doesn't. Before I say this, how can I put it? Hold on, because I'm Squirrel. I'm so hyped on caffeine right now. I mean this not trying to offend anyone or piss anyone off. I respect what's being said in chat and whatnot. But when are we going to come to the realization that regardless of if it's local, national, state level, that it's not going to matter legitimately starting local and then moving to state? It's not going to make an impact because it is all the same feather. It's not the same bird. It's all the same feather. You tell him, Thomas. People have been trying for years and years to stand up locally and to make changes locally and this and that and the other, you guys. But at the same time, has anything changed? Riddle me that. Has anything changed? Have you experienced or seen anything change by starting local, starting small? We have got to stop putting our faith in politicians, local, state, national. It doesn't matter. They're not for us. And if you haven't opened your eyes to the government itself, whether it's local, state, nationwide, is not for us, then you need to ponder a little longer. Exactly, hillbilly. Everybody has a price. Damn it, Rabbit. I'm trying to be serious here. Well, I mean, I fucking am serious, but then you get me fucking totally sideways. Like, I can't. Again, maybe I am just too extreme. Maybe I am too extremely black pilled. Because, like I say, to me, doesn't matter if it's local, state, nationwide. None of them are for us. They're for themselves, for their personalized little agendas. The only way you get people that are for you is when you have those, like, for instance, all of y'all in chat that are extremely like-minded. That's the only way it happens. But what we have going for us now is a whole bunch of the same garbage. We have all these politicians that are for themselves and their special interests and the money and Native, I get told on a daily basis that I am way too extreme. That I am extremely extra. And I am. And that's why I'm not for everyone. Like I say, this stream, you guys, just my thoughts, my feelings, my observations. After watching some things and pondering some things and really, really looking at our YouTube community specifically as a whole and what we've discussed and not discussed and accomplished and not accomplished just in everyday live streams, conversations, all of that. Mad Shad, I really hope that that is the case. Because the way I see it now is increment by increment, like literally centimeter by centimeter, we're all being painted into a corner. And I really hope that we are brave enough to break out of that corner that we're being slowly, very, very slowly pushed into. Because if we allow it, again, we're fucked. Regardless, we're all the underdog right now anyways. A stand should have been taken generations upon generations ago. Yankee. Hi, Yankee. I miss being a county commissioner by 25 votes. The guy that got voted in had to resign a year later in shame. I told you so. Yep. Backwoods clearly can't spell this morning. Stop drinking that Bud Light, Backwoods. You'd be able to spell better. So we've got black pulled, and then we got pulled. Well, I feel fabulous now that I vented and got all that off my chest. PA, that's it. Rabbit again. I don't care what state you live in. I don't care if you think you live in the greatest state in the world. Everybody should remember that your state is one election away from being blue or purple, aka completely fucked. I think we need to start looking as America as collectively as one space. Maybe that's wrong to do, but you know. All right, Thomas. Okay, let's see if my child is out of the dining room so I can go back in the dining room and finish this coffee. I'm not going to keep you guys too much. It's the weekend. I'm sure y'all have shit to do. I know I do.
Go guys, here's some coral.
I've got seedlings and a turkey that can't walk, and yeah. The cats are probably down in the basement, son. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're down there screwing around. I don't know where Bubba is. Okay. So yeah. Again, I just wanted to vocalize this. I just felt the need to. I'm so tired of all the good time Charlie bullshit. It's like, can we get serious? Can we do some shit? Like, legitimately do some shit. I know what I'm capable of. I'm sure each of you know what you're capable of. Imagine collectively together what we would be capable of. Right, Hillbilly? Backwards got Blackpool. I just got thanks, Native. Thanks. Oh. Yeah. So this is what happens when you get up entirely way early every day and then you're three 32-ounce steel tumblers in on coffee. And yeah. Well, I hope you fucking have your cheeks lubed up backwoods. Because we all know what y'all do when y'all get together. You little filths. Just like I told you, Hillbilly, I was going everywhere with it. And like I say, this isn't a personal attack on anybody. It's just shit I see. And so I'm going to vocalize it because unfortunately, I don't keep my mouth shut. Like, it's just how it is, guys. I think we need to put our pride and our egos aside and fucking do shit. If we put our pride, our egos, all of that aside and actually fucking do shit and plan shit and start shit, at least then we can't sit there and be like just discussing it and bitching about it. And oh, this is unacceptable. And I can't believe at least then, no matter how the chips fall, those of us that are left standing can say we gave it our fucking all. I refuse to live just to live. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. Pride always comes before the fall. Mm-hmm. I felt attacked. I need a safe dungeon to go to now. Damn it, rabbit. I don't want to look back at my life and be like, well, I lived. I mean, yeah, okay, I did that, but like everything was fucked. I look at so much, all this with the transgender and this and that, and like everybody gets so riled up about it. Don't get me wrong, my community tab, there's a little meme that making fun of it. But don't you guys think that all of this is a distraction for way bigger shit? Like all of it collectively, look at it all, bunch it all together like a fucking collage. Or wait, maybe don't, because it's going to get me on a whole different tangent. So there's that. But yeah, like I say, I wanted to get on here. I wanted to rant. I wanted to fucking just. I really hope that 2023, I mean, I realize that we're already, almost all the way through April. Oh, and by the way, it's Earth Day. So get out there and get your hands in the fucking soil. Fuck, I just went squirrel. See? Too much coffee. I really hope that for the remainder of this year, we can actually get some shit going, started. Call it the resistance, call it whatever you want, don't call it anything. But if we don't start, you guys, we will have no one to blame but ourselves for what is to come, for what is coming, for what is already here behind the curtain that hasn't been opened. Let's take all those brilliant ideas and plans. Let's take all those beautifully brilliant thoughts of violence. Let's take it all and let's start. Let's start on that stepping stone and let's see where it takes us. Because regardless of whatever may come, whatever happens to us, it'll be fucking worth it. Native, I want to plan. I would love to. I want to plan things. Just like Milkmaid said in the beginning, it's a long game. I realize that. How do you play a long game? Well, you got to start somewhere. So I would love to get together with other brilliant minds in our community and start making a plan of pushing back, of fighting. I think plans need to be made on several different avenues. And it's a lot to figure out where to start. But if we don't start, we're fucked. And if we do start, well, where's the biggest place we need to start at? I think there's many, many different avenues that need to have stepping stones put on them. And unfortunately, I think a lot of those stepping stones are going to lead to a great big fight. And so only those that are truly ready for the sacrifice of shedding blood, that's something that has to be sorted through. Skills and knowledge and everything that we're doing is critically important. It is. But we can have all the skills and knowledge in the world, but if we don't make a move, where are those skills and knowledge going to get us? Stuck in a delusion of, oh, well, we've got our little piece of heaven. We're untouchable here in the sticks, building our little homestead. Nah. Collectively get together. I don't care if it's on YouTube. I don't care if it's on a video chat. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's a group text. All of us, a fucking huge ass group text. It's not like we can hide anything. Even if we were to plan to get together to discuss this very thing, you swear like it's not going to be watched or whatever the case, you know what I mean? We have to set that fear or whatever it is. I call it fear, but you know what I mean, of being found out and watched and known about. And just do and let the chips fall where they may. If somebody's going to knock at my door, so be it. And I'm either going to open the door, I'm going to see what the fuck they want, or I'm not going to open the door and we can proceed from there. Again, ego, pride, fear, it all has to be set aside. I think a lot of us should talk. Like I say, whether it's a huge text, a video call, a backstage, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Ideas should be explored carefully and thoughtfully. Well, I've been going over an hour. So, as it says at the bottom of my screen, the world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those, us, who watch them without doing anything. Ponder some things today, you guys. Think of different avenues, different ways for us to try for the long game. Because I don't care what anyone says, America is worth it. Our ways of life are worth it. The future generations are worth it. Stop focusing on everything that's happening in the world to distract you and to turn you all upside down and all around. Start focusing on ways you can really, really and truly make a change. Revolution cannot be started with the words of weak men, but the actions of strong men. That is my opinion. Take it or leave it. "100% native." So with that, I'm going to get my hands in some dirt. I'm going to talk to a few people. I'm going to write out some things. Let's not be talkers. Let's be doers, you guys. Long game, short game, everything in between. All avenues covered. All options explored. Let's do it. I hope each and every one of you have a beautiful Saturday. And I really hope each and every one of you really ponder and think and evaluate how it all can be done. All right, y'all. I'm out. Later, Gators.